They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. The big lineman, Aleem McNeil, ends the play there.
I'm fine, ready?
They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Burrow. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And this will be incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots, even though they weren't able to connect.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. 1st and 10 now from the 36. On the handoff, this is Walker. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Christian Harris there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Walker. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Here's 3rd and 2. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Broncos stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
From the pistol, here's Achane. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Achane. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
He'll try to run for it.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the 1st.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And he's going to have a Texans 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down. Taking a shot downfield for Smith.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Gun. Dot.
Burrow here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've...
And he'll take it on in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Houston.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. So keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Slot man in motion left. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Throwing, Nix. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. To throw is Nix. Now a screen set up for Barkley. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line. And it's 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run with Achane. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic. There hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
2nd down, Burrow. He finds Devontae Smith. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here's Achane. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Here we go.
We'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
A 1st down throw for Nix. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Denver. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
His kick is good. Makes the score Broncos 27, Texans 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
On 2, ready?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Gun.
Here's Burrow. He'll take a shot for Watson. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Houston. The kicking team on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now Walker. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Let's go now.
Play action now. It's Nix. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Second and goal. One more time with Walker. Good blocking, and he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Broncos. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
Next to score, Broncos 34, Texans 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Houston Texans. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On one, ready?
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Burrow. That's caught downfield by Smith. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third and long. Throwing is Burrow. That is caught at the 3. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Houston.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Achane. A dive, and he's in. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Texans. A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans are able to edge a bit closer. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Shaheed now to return it. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Nix now on first and 10. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And he will go all the way. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Denver. The extra point is up and through. And the Broncos add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
On one, right?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Gun. Dad.
Man in motion is Smith.
Dad.
Burrow now to throw on first down. That's caught. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Broncos have it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense. It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go. Top below 18. Let go.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. He's going to look downfield once again.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
On third down, they'll go with Saquon. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards away. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Broncos going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Dad.
On first down, Burrow. Again, working deep downfield. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Dad.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. The Texans going to turn things over to their field goal unit. His kick is good. So we are at halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
They'll run the toss with Walker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Broncos.
19, target, 19, target.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Broncos. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game.
Is good. Makes the score Broncos 51, Texans 24.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
1-1, ready? Let's get set. Stop.
A first down throw for Burrow. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you three or four times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Stop.
On first and 10, Burrow. He'll let this go for Pickens. He's got it! And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Burrow. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion. This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Don't need much. It is third and inches. They'll run with Achane.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this third and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push.
And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
On the handoff, this is Achane. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. The man in motion is Watson. And he will get into the end zone. Christian Watson, touchdown, Houston. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Here's Burrow leading them to the line. They'll go for 2. Throwing now from the gun. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He's trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Walker. Walker, 1st down and more. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
Well, they turn around and they decide to give it to the big fullback this time to try to get it over the goal line, but this defense proves there is not a lot of room to operate down here close.
Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. It took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Let's go.
On fourth down, here's Nix. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
He's going to go up top here for McBride. And that's going to help. He's out of bounds up near the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to try it here again. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
They'll run here with Walker. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now, faking the give. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
3rd and 5. They motion the slot man left. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
Burrow here on 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to have a Texans 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
That's almost unfair. I mean, 4th and a mile. You got nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's able to just tuck it down and pick it up with his legs. There's just not a lot of guys in the league that can make that play, and you can see a lot of those defenders hanging their heads saying, we know we just gave him one.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. First and 10. From the pistol, here's Walker. And he'll get about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. Play action now. It's Nix. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's taken down up past the 35.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
A first down throw for Nix. Shaheed with the catch. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And he will score. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Denver. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The extra point is good. The Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
On 1, ready? Gun, gun. Dot, dot.
Back to throw, Burrow. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
Gotta go.
To throw is Burrow. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
On 1, ready?
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Burrow now.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Second down, Burrow. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Let's get set.
Man in motion is Smith. Now, Burrow. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And his defense going to get to him at the 3-yard line, bringing up fourth down.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force fourth down.
And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Oh, got to be careful here. Looks like they're just going to avoid the safety, but not by much. That was close to being a disaster.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the bootleg, it's Nix. He's going to let this one go deep. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Quick hitting slant there, and they'll take this down inside the 35.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That is caught at the 3. He is in. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Shot.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Shot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll take a shot for Watson. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Denver. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. The PAT up and good. And the Broncos stretch things out even further.
Texans 30.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a 1st down to boot.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the 1st down, get down. The drive continues. A ball deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Burrow. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He was looking for George Pickens there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Shot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down. Nix now on 1st and 10. We try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Even though that interception, it probably won't have much of an impact on the outcome of the game. But at least defensively, it gives them something positive to build off of. Because up until that point, this game's been a struggle.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Here's Burrow leading them to the line. They'll go for 2. Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Shaheed now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a 1st down. Play action now. It's Nix. Catch left side is made by Higgins. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. 2nd down, Nix. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Here we go. One final play. He'll let this go for Pickens. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They are able to do something that's not easy to do. Get a win away from home in the playoffs. For their troubles, they've got a date next Sunday in the conference championship game. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.